This yoga pose helps you balance your mind, body and soul and bring you at peace. Oh God, I am not able to do this. This yoga pose is so difficult.
Coming in front of the camera and displaying few physical poses and passing that off as yoga, that is not at all yoga. Let's not corrupt the very concept itself. The moment you liberate yoga from these artificial and unwise physical constraints, yoga becomes such a powerful force of life transformation. Then you have to read, then you have to understand, then you have to go into what Patanjali and Sri Krishna actually meant. That is something we do not want to go into. But we are very happy with having a slim body because it helps in doing whatever we want to do. And that's the evil in it, whatever we want to do. Why do you want to do whatever? Everybody who wants to have his share of the limelight, coming in front of the camera and displaying a few physical poses and passing that off as yoga, that is not at all yoga. That's a stretching exercise. Or that could be strength exercise without using external weights. You go to the gym, you use iron weights, or you could do the same exercises using body weight. Now, stretching and strength building, this is not at all yoga. I'm not denying the importance of this. Everybody should have a flexible body. Stretching is great. We all must have powerful muscles. So, having a well-toned and strong body is again great. But please, that is not yoga. That is not yoga. Let's not corrupt the very concept itself. And if you will go closely into the psychological aspects of it, the ego has a vested interest in limiting yoga, in actually caging yoga within the concept of physicality. Because if yoga is not arrested within the bodily walls of physicality, then yoga will attack the ego itself, and the ego does not want that. So the ego has played a clever, dirty trick. It has said, yoga is wonderful, yoga is great, and yoga is physical. Now the moment you liberate yoga from these artificial and unwise physical constraints, yoga becomes such a powerful force of life transformation. Then you have to read, then you have to understand, then you have to go into what Patanjali and Sri Krishna actually meant. Now, that is something we do not want to go into. But we are very happy with having a slim body because it helps in doing whatever we want to do. And that's the evil in it, whatever we want to do. Why do you want to do whatever? Why don't you do that which is right? And yoga is about that itself, doing what is right, not doing whatever. You have ample gurus who will come over and say, oh, you know, you do this and then you can do whatever you want to do. Now, the moment you hear this kind of phraseology, that yoga will help you do better whatever you want to do, I suppose one must run away. Because that's exactly antithetical to yoga. Yoga is not about doing whatever you want to do. It's ego that says that. Not the dedicated, devoted, wise mind. No, that does not come from there. It's, amazing the ways of the inner mischief maker. We can take the greatest gift given to us and turn it into something that we want to use as almost as an intoxicant, you know, like youngsters who take cough syrups to get inebriated. There is no medicine that cannot be used as a narcotic drug. And that's what we are doing to yoga as well. It's a medicine.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
You're saying that we have to do the right thing for the right reason in the right manner. Absolutely right intent. And again, you're talking of doing the right dharma in every aspect, having the right thoughts, having the right action, having balance in pursuit of even economic benefit in worldly goals, using the right means to achieve the right ends. So means are equally important. You're right, we are so identified by our name, our body, where we come from. We don't identify as souls. We don't identify as, souls in a body, so to say. So I understand it. Let me ask you another question. Today on the World Yoga Day, is there a mantra? You already said, do the right thing for the right reason. You already said, don't abuse your body, don't abuse your mind. And mind comes from right practice, from doing the right things, balance in life, doing whatever your dharma is, whatever you do, there is the right thing to do in that, doing that. And when your mind, they say when your mind and your actions are in sync, what you say, what you do, what you believe, if all three are in sync, then you have a healthy mind, so to say. You have a healthy living, you have a harmonious living, whatever word you want. You are living to your higher purpose. I mean, what is this fixation with perfection today? So I am a Hindu. I only believe the perfect person is Lord Shiva. Only Lord Shiva is perfection incarnated. Right? So how do we live our life? While it is a conversation on yoga and yoga, you brought in a larger connotation. Doing yoga in what context? Doing yoga for what purpose? No. Hence, give us some thumb rules for living your life then.
You see, that exactly is the point. If you take Shiv as perfection, then there has to be a certain love for perfection. And life has to be a relentless, unending pursuit of that perfection. That which might be unattainable, and the scriptures clearly say so, that it is something that you will never really get to hold or come to touch or really meet in the normal sense of the word. But still, if you just remain devoted to it and pursue it, life will become worth living. Not the attainment. Even the pursuit is sufficient. And that pursuit is something that would anyway happen if your respect for that which you are calling as perfection or Shiv is genuine. What kind of person am I if I venerate Krishna and have nothing to do with what he is teaching? So, and that is not really a policy or an option or a smart trick to play to oneself. You see, the mind is fed up of its follies. The mind is a constant thirst. The mind is always stuck, always challenged, always bemused, seeks more, is not satisfied with what it has, and does not even know what it really seeks. So, going towards that which you are calling as perfection, somebody could call it contentment, somebody could call it Shiva or Krishna, is anyway the only option that you have, because without that pursuit you will anyway never feel any kind of repose or contentment or rest. One would constantly be agitated, one would constantly be dissatisfied with life, and that's not how we want to spend our life. This is not just theory or ideology. This is the fact of who we are. We are born discontented. And because there is just so much agitation within and darkness within, therefore there is no option but to spend life in pursuit of light. That same light that you could call as perfection or Atma or Brahm or truth or Shiv or Krishna or Ram. The name is your choice. But that's an inevitability with anybody who has some sense and self-love. Why do you want to destroy your ears? That's the question we must ask. I mean, one is already not all right, and one is acting in ways that would only further the inner sense of injury and disquiet. Why does one want to do that? There can be no sensible, plausible reason. So spirituality, therefore, is not something that one gets into. Spirituality has to be the only way of life if one is not adamant on self-destruction.
Absolutely.
Just download the Acharya Prashant app, and there you go to the community section, and you have live testimonials streaming in at the rate of 1 every 5 minutes. I'm seeing lives change in thousands, if not millions, every day in front of my own eyes. We are doing it.
Right.
We have actually done it.
Join the community of more than 2 lakh participants on the Acharya Prashant app. Your first month is completely free. You'll get full access to Gita Mission. On the app, you will get regular live sessions, daily exclusive conversations with Acharya Prashant, access to the vibrant Gita community, wisdom exams, curated news, audiobooks, quotes, and much more. Search Acharya Prashant on Google Play Store or Apple App Store and download now.